Good evening, everybody. What's going on? What's up, Satellite? What's up, Buster? What's up, Zem? Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. Let me get myself a little better situated. There we go. Hope you're all doing well. I am doing fine. I am simply doing fine. It was a fine day. It was a busy day, but it went better than expected. I think y'all well know that I am deep in the throes of some voiceover recordings right now, and every day this week except Friday is supposed to be just like a big 8-hour stretch of voiceovers. But today, one of our actresses was so good. She was so good. Not only did she finish her session like hours early, she eliminated the need for an additional session we had already scheduled. She was amazing. It was so good. Any terrible trash recordings? No. It is very rare for us to get like just straight up bad actors. I have not had to deal with a bad actor in a long time. When we put out a casting call, the voiceover studio handles it for us. We provide them with character synopses and sample lines for people to record, and then the studio contacts like the artist that they know, and also puts out a general advertisement for it to solicit responses. But then the studio themselves, they do a first round of narrowing before they send us auditions. So I mean, we'll still get a ton, and we'll get Ms. Roy's raid tonight. Good evening, Ms. Roy. How you doing tonight? Thank you very much for that. Thank you for the Ms. raid. Always welcome. Always appreciate. Hope you're doing good. I'm just talking about voiceover stuff again because that's basically my life right now. But yeah, we'll put the voiceover studio will narrow things down for us, so they won't give us any like terrible auditions. Everything that we've got to choose from after their first round of narrowing is like all of those actors would work pretty much fine. But then we always endeavor to pick the best out of those groups, and we've had some absolutely fantastic actors. We've had some interesting ones. Obviously, the woman we had today is just incredible. Like, it just absolutely stellar on every level. Great performances. Just kind of intuits what we want. Goes super fast. Very professional. Just fantastic. We had another person today who's really interesting because they are a fantastic voice actor. Like, just an incredible voice. Like strong, heroic voice. Like, good range, good emotional range, excellent inflections, performances, just top tier stuff. But interestingly enough, needed a lot of coaching to actually get to those really good performances. Like, I don't know if it just didn't come naturally, or like they just had different ideas about how to deliver the lines. But I've never really seen somebody who had so much natural acting talent, but needed to be directed to that degree. So I mean, I would absolutely hire them again. They were fantastic, but something I had to keep in mind. Their sessions would naturally take a lot longer than other ones. Had a pretty good stream. Finally got a receiver in the bundle for racial. Got 2 receiver in the bundle for racial justice. Man, that game is hard. But yes, it is incredibly hard. I don't think I have ever come close to finishing receiver. I have maybe gotten like halfway, because I think there's 11 tapes. I think. I've probably gotten to like 5 or 6. The game ramps in difficulty pretty hard. So yeah, right around there, it just becomes no hope for me. I'm talking about an actor today. I'm talking about an actor from the sessions I've been having lately. We've had several in at this point. 11. I never get more than one in a row. You'll get there. You'll get there. I mean, a receiver has a huge learning curve. You know, step one is just learning how to operate your gun and not literally shoot yourself in the leg, because you can absolutely shoot yourself in the leg. It's really funny when it happens, honestly. But yeah, any gun with a safety, if you holster it without engaging the safety, there's a really high chance that it'll just go off and shoot you in the leg and kill you. I love Receiver because it's a game that is so like lovingly simulated firearm operation, but not irresponsibly. Like it expects you to adhere to all the best practices of firearm management, and it will punish you if you don't. So I appreciate that quite a bit. It's hilarious. It loves gun mechanics so much, yeah. And it feels really good too. It feels really satisfying once you start getting the patterns down, and you get really smooth at like removing a magazine, slotting a new one, and then like releasing the slide lock, and yeah, it feels really good. Revolvers feel really, really good to use in Receiver. It occurs to me, I haven't played Receiver 2 in a long time. Like, I played Receiver 1 a lot, and then Receiver 2 came out, and I played it a little bit. And then on a stream recently, good evening, Manic, good to see you. On a recent stream, I played Receiver 1 again. I think it was for a wheel, if I remember correctly. But yeah, my memories of Receiver 2 have faded quite a bit. I mean, yeah, I remember it was really hard too. It was a similar setup, but yeah. But yeah, it was a good day, chat. It's a good day. Good evening, R. Dominic, the 3P. You know, good evening to everybody. Good evening, Arcane. Good evening, Lodra High. Good evening, anybody else I may have mistakenly and regrettably overlooked in greeting this evening. You're all welcome here. You're all friends. Good evening, Peach. It's good to see you. Always a pleasure. I had a little time today after I finished work and got my kids back from their activities and got dinner done and everybody washed up. I had a little time for some Satisfactory. Still plugging away with that. Over 100 hours logged in it now. I am there. I am a Satisfactory obsessive. I'm nearing the end. I'm actually getting close to the end of this playthrough. But yeah, I have 2 tiers left. Tiers are how you unlock new technologies, new buildings and items and stuff. I only have 2 left, and I'm on the final phase of the game, and I'm making good progress. I'm coming up on halfway done with it, I think. It's going slow, but I've got so much other stuff to do. It doesn't matter. It's fine. The only now just noticed the increase in facial hair. We're seeing the return of the legendary beardish. No, I've been busy because my wife is gone, because she's in Japan right now. So I've been having to get up and get my kids up and ready and fed and prepped for school, and then I come back and I immediately have to jump into voiceover recordings. I just haven't had time. If I can't make time tomorrow or Thursday, I'm pretty sure Friday I will be clean shaven. It'll be okay. We'll be back to baby face oddish, such as it is. Feeling somewhat better? That's good to hear, Manning. That's good to hear. Enjoy it while it lasts, I guess. I don't really enjoy it that much. I mean, I enjoy the beard experience, but right now, like, it's in the awkward phase where it's long enough to be annoying and itchy, but not long enough to, like, you know, look good. Actually be like an interesting accessory. Although I gotta say, like, seeing it on stream now, it's not so bad. My wife's out for a month. We might get temp bearded. It's really just the voiceovers. It's fouling things up, because voiceovers. Normally, my job is pretty flexible. Like I've got time to take breaks whenever, and you know, as long as I'm getting everything done, it's fine. Especially since my my wife is out and I'm taking care of everything myself. I have a little additional flexibility. But voiceovers, there is no flexibility. You get your voiceover schedule and it is set, because you got a lot of people coming together for a specific purpose, and you've paid a lot of money, like a lot of money to make it happen. So you do not want to screw with that schedule. Also feeling better today. I had really bad acid reflux over the weekend, slept like shit. Oh, sorry to hear that. Prelosec is now taking care of that. Well, that's good at least. That's good. We're all in pretty good shape over here, I dare say. I've actually been sleeping pretty well. I finished the streams. Last night was a little late, but it was fine. I just crashed in bed and slept a little later than I normally did. And still got to the kids off to school in time. Yeah. You have to be flexible in times like this, you know. With my wife gone, I got to handle everything. Everything to do with the kids, and plus my own work, and then anything that needs doing around the house, like laundry, dishes, vacuuming, just everything. So you just have to be flexible. Whenever you have a free moment, just get in there and do stuff that needs doing. When you get to the end, when you're done with all of your obligations for the day, including streaming, just crash in bed, get your rest, get up in the morning, do it all over again. Ducked out early last night because I was still exhausted. Did you get an ending to Detention? I sure did. I got the Evangelion congratulations ending after a fashion. Detention was great. I have played Detention before, but it was really fun going through it again. It's such a solid game. Heart-wrenching. Like a real heartbreaker too. And if you ask me, those are among the best horror games, the ones that produce a real visceral emotional response. The Cat Lady came up last night. I know there's a couple games called Cat Lady. I'm talking about the real, like, just pitch black, absolutely miserable point-and-click adventure. The Cat Lady is an excellent horror game because, I mean, there's a lot of, like, surreal and grotesque and, frankly, objectionable stuff in the Cat Lady. But the core of it, the absolute, like central beating heart of the horror is such a simple, familiar thing. And it's somehow, in a game full of like twisted monsters and viscera and torment and stuff, it's this one simple thing that is the most horrifying. And I think that's an amazing accomplishment for that game. What's up, Tokyo Riot? How you doing? Good to see you tonight. We're just hanging out and chatting for a bit before getting into whatever the fuck this is. I really don't know what this is. Watching as I heard. Oh God, are you in the path of Milton? God, what a name! What a name for an apocalyptic storm. I'll give you the blanket well wishes. Yeah, stay safe, take care of yourself, get the hell out of there. I'm wishing you all the best, Tokyo Riot. Please take care of yourself. But yeah, God, I've been catching little bits of news about it where everybody's like, this is like a storm of the century kind of situation. Like an absolutely singular storm on a really unusual path, and yeah. I hope everybody's gonna be okay. Really powerful story, good art evokes emotion, detention, balances supernatural horror with actual real world horror. You know, video games aren't art. I will never forget, as long as I live, I will never forget when I was writing Steam game reviews. I wrote one, I always had a hook. I always had some kind of hook for my reviews. Just some topic that I would break into and then somehow tie it back to the game. And I wrote about some game. I think it was a really bad game. I think it was a real piece of shit horror game. It was like too high concept for its own good. And I believe my hook for that particular review was like, I'm not someone who's going to argue whether or not video games of art are, of course they're art. I define art as human expression. Video games are, of course, human expression. NDF is doing some human expression right now. Hold on to your butts. I met a girl who runs a battery kiosk at the park. She sells oh my god. I can't even finish that. Oh my god. Hi, NDF. Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, my hook was basically, I don't argue about whether or not games are art. Games are obviously art. And this motherfucker wrote an entire treatise in the comments, multiple comments, if I remember correctly. Spent multiple comments on my review arguing that video games are not art. They were so deeply offended by my assertion. They could not let this slide. Video games are art, pog face, red arrow pointing Roger, you're with big X over. You know, it's a good joke when the streamer refuses to read it out. Yep. It hits too good. It just hits too good. Congratulations, NDF. You win this round. You've won the battle, but not the war. God. So every once in a while, I miss writing game reviews. I'll play something that I really, really love, and I really want to put it out there. I really want to put that into words, but other times I think about all the just mouth breathing, knuckle dragging comments that I would get on my reviews, and I'm like, I still get them too. I haven't written a review in years, and I still get people commenting on my reviews. I don't even know how they're finding them. I don't know if the algorithm is serving them up, or if they're just digging around in the review archives for games, but I still get people who are commenting on my reviews. I got a comment on an 11-year-old review recently. Yeah, it's nuts. Fortunately, most of the comments I get are good. All the people that were like Lamau, waste of time, like, oh, you didn't play it long enough, like, nah. Most of those people have gone their own ways and are probably harassing newer reviews, but so most of the comments I get now are very positive, like, oh my god, I've never seen such a well-written review and stuff. Not to, toot my own horn or anything. I don't think Twitch would like me to do that live, but yeah. People still comment on them. It's pretty wild. Very silly because anyone who's not seriously thought about the concept of art knows that they're not going to win in a comment. Yeah, seriously. Somehow the application of creativity to combine multiple artistic disciplines does not also create art. Who knew? Yeah, that was always my argument. How is the intersection of like visual design and music and motion pictures and prose and poetry, all these artistic disciplines, how is the combination of all those somehow lesser? Because, I'm sorry, that is the point. Anyone who says video games are not art has an agenda, and that is to diminish video games in some way. There is no other reason to gatekeep art in such a way unless you are somehow seeking to diminish a medium. That's my stance anyway. And it's just illogical. It is frankly illogical. Basically, I agree with Scott McCloud's definition of art: any endeavor that doesn't derive from our species' two primal instincts, survival or reproduction. I had forgotten about that one. And yeah, that is a good one. That is a good. Anything that is not purely functional for those purposes can be construed as art. Been considering keeping a rant journal lately. I don't want to be rude to creators, and I don't need the comments, but I gotta scream sometimes. I think that's a good idea. I think it's good. It's good and healthy to have outlets like that. Instead of letting your thoughts stew within. Think to devalue video games, you have to devalue all commercial media, which is a thing you can choose. Yeah. I mean, nobody's gonna stop you. You can do that, but again, why would you? Ebert, 1890s style. These new fashion daguerreotypes are not art. I feel like there's been a rise of gatekeeping in recent years. Like, gatekeeping has obviously always been a thing. Like, with video games specifically, the capital G gamers are always going to be guarding their gates jealously from the casuals and the females and whatever undesirables they so denote. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse in recent years, and people have gotten. I think the type of people who are insecure about those things have only found more reasons to be insecure and more echo chambers to encourage them in their habits. Bunch of specific games which are primarily commodities more than they are art, but that's kind of that is a different discussion. I do not believe that there is. I have to say this carefully. I don't think that you can. Personally, I don't think the commercialization of art necessarily cheapens it. I think a lot of heavily commercialized and commoditized art is cheapened in the way it is produced, but I do not believe that is a necessary or automatic result of commodifying art, if that makes sense. My point is, I don't see, like, I don't like the sentiment of selling out. I don't like criticizing people for selling out or cheapening their art or any of these things, because if you hadn't noticed, we live in a late stage capitalist hellscape. Like, if you want to survive, you must commoditize yourself in some way. You have to sell your labor, you have to sell your creations, and the more people you can sell it to, the more prosperous you'll be, and the more opportunities you will have to produce that art. So no, I don't hold selling out or getting that bag against anybody. We live in a society. And Around the Board is subscribed for 33 months. Thank you so much for that. That's very generous of you. Object is not devaluing the art, the artist who produces, about suffocating the people responsible for the art above all. Good point, Martrock. That is a very good point. I do tend to focus on the art itself in these discussions, and I think you raise a very good point that the focus there should be on the artist and their own reach and capability. By recent years, you mean the last 11 years? Yeah, basically. Basically. All media is judged harshly by the media it replaced. Movies were declared as a fad by the theater. Television was held as forgettable art by film. Only half a century passed between those two forms of expression. Also a good point. older forms of media tend to get very defensive against newer forms, or rather, the proponents of them, the vanguards of them. Always some kind of constraint. Bad news about most of the famous writers and artists who get taught in school of selling out as a huge right. No, I know. I listen to classical music when I'm in the car. It helps with my blood pressure when I'm commuting in Los Angeles. What's up, Doofme? Good to see you. And they like to give a lot of context about the pieces that they play. And like a lot of really, I mean, pretty much all of the famous composers, the great composers of history, I mean, they had subscription concert series. You know, they did, some of their most famous pieces were commissions for famous individuals. They didn't necessarily do it just for the love of music and the love of the art form. They did it to survive, because that's what you do in a capitalist society. Whatever it is that you are capable of, you do it to survive. And that is just as true of artists as it is for anybody else. You have to commoditize yourself in our capitalist hellscape. For more views like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Look what we're doing here, chat. Hey, look at us. Who would have thought, right? No, there's a big old subscribe button there to funnel your money to me if you so desire. And I don't need it. I don't ask for it. It's just a thing. Radiant Patentee wants us to get some best viewers. We're commoditizing viewers now. Leafly Ian Anderson was streaming earlier trying to get Wooden Ocean patch out before the storm made landfall. Oh shit, okay. I am loosely keeping an eye on Wooden Ocean. We're not gonna go back to it anytime soon, but we are going back to it eventually. We absolutely are going back. Sorry, brother and sister-in-law, so we were looking at some stuff I crocheted, and of course they mentioned I could sell stuff. Oh, of course, yeah, of course. Chat, I apologize. This is an excellent conversation we're having, and I encourage you to keep it rolling. I actually need to check on my girls real quick and make sure everything's okay. Since it's just me, I need to make sure that they actually, like, went to bed. So I will be back in a few minutes. Y'all keep the engine going. Sorry, doof me. If you haven't been around here too much, I tend to get a very slow start to the stream, and more so now because my wife is currently away taking care of family stuff, so it's just me taking care of the family stuff here, so requires a little bit more overhead and prep. So anyway, I'll be right back. Y'all sit tight.
Y'all. Oh my god. My younger daughter is so funny. Okay, so I have 2 daughters. Older one is 12, younger one is 8. She'll be 9 soon, this month. Older daughter kind of does her own thing. She's big into dance. She likes making her own press-on nails and stuff. Artsy, craftsy. My younger daughter is really into games. Like me, she really likes video games. I went to check on him. My older daughter's doing her whole skincare routine and stuff. My younger daughter is in bed, holding her Switch with her laptop on her chest. She's apparently playing Minecraft on her Switch, like looking at build stuff, like build planning and concepts and stuff on the laptop. Yeah, she is powerful. Yeah, multitasking. Yeah, full gremlin. I'm so proud. I'm so proud, chat. It's great. Oh, were y'all talking about the head bob in here? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of head bob in games. I get motion sick. I got back when I was a kid on the N64 when I got GoldenEye. I don't know if y'all remember GoldenEye, but it had like this kind of like weird head bob, like back and forth, that made me so nauseous. And like I wanted to play GoldenEye so bad, I just like pushed through it. I forced myself to like to come to grips with it, and I played a lot of GoldenEye. It was really good. But yeah, some really, really bad head bob. I always turn it off if I have the option in games now. I can't remember what the game is called. Lords of something. Dark Souls clone. Head bob is so bad in the game I can't play it. Oh, Lords of fuck. I know the game you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it. Doofy's having their own party here. Lords of the Fallen, that's it. Lords of the Fallen. That's what it's called. All right. Anyway, chat, let me give you a real quick schedule reminder, and we'll get into this thing that's happening. It's been happening on the screen for the last 40 minutes. We are deep in the throes of Spooktober at this point. Tonight we're taking a look at Anthology of the Killer, which just came out today. I believe it is a collection of smaller works all together that have been previously available by the the Space Funeral dev. This is the Space Funeral dev, right? Tomorrow night is more Spooktober festivities. We are gonna be playing the Dream Machine. We'll be checking that out. And also, tomorrow is important because we're gonna be deciding whether or not we want to invest in a full playthrough of the Dream Machine next week, because it's not a small game, but we'll talk about all that tomorrow. Power Hours is back on Thursday. We'll be going through the magazine, playing some old Super Nintendo games. Friday is a double feature of The Closing Shift from Chilla's art and Voices of the Void, which is on itch.io. It's an Doofy, you should probably read the room on this, all right, buddy? You may be on thinner ice than you think. All right, cool. And then Saturday is more of Power Hours, wherever we get to. And then, yeah, next week is gonna be determined by whatever happens tomorrow night. I appreciate how used to this everybody is. I appreciate how much of a thing this is. If you came here for gameplay, you're gonna be sorely disappointed and honest like all of us. Yep, it's a thing.
It's a thing. Understand that there are some nights I don't even play the game. I will advertise that I'm going to play a game and I get on such a conversational tear, I never actually get to it. Happened last Spooktober, in fact. I was gonna play Homebody. I remember that. And just didn't. I just didn't. It happens, so. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's my channel. I can ramble if I want. I would assume it's deliberate to allow people without notifications to trickle in over the first hour or so. It only to a very small degree, Del Polo. Like, I try not, unless I really, really want to get into whatever it is and make sure we have like the full 3 hours, I always try to spend at least like 20 minutes talking at the beginning. This is unusual. I mean, some people are gonna dispute that. I don't normally talk this long, but we got on we had a really good conversation topic tonight. Once you give me, there's a couple of them. There's art, there's Star Wars, there's burgers. There's a couple topics that if you get me engaged on, that's just what we're doing. Absolutely love this stream. Just turns into talking for however long. Well, thank you, Relnivore. I feel like I've cultivated a good community for this. I feel like people that buy in now kind of understand what they're getting. Like you're getting conversation topics and rambling with a side of gameplay. Yeah, now we're rambling about rambling. Now shit's gotten really meta. We are through the looking glass here. But yeah. Burgers, so noted. Fortunately, I just started a new night job. I may be here just to enjoy the chat a bit. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. But anyway, y'all did request this thing for Spooktober. Y'all did want to see it, so let's see what it is. I don't actually. Oh, it's not mouse and keyboard. It's just keyboard. We're moving, chat. Mobility has been achieved. Game closed itself. That's apparently how you exit the game. I played for 49 minutes, chat. And in that time, I discovered how to exit the game. I'm very proud of myself. If you exit the game, you exit real life. Holy shit, that was funny. Okay, what the hell is this? The screen is supposed to change? Okay, so I believe that this is actually the menu. I believe that the menu for this game is just this. I hit a round number. Congratulations, Grunt Fodder. I'm very happy for you. Thank you for the 50 stream streak. Much appreciated. It's the coming thing. Okay. Good to know. Hey, we got title screen. We got the title drop, chat. Look, somebody died over here. There's a car here, too. There's blood and ooze and those, the drinky birds. I know the drinky birds. That is not a drinky bird. That's more of a, like a divine bird. Oh yes, opening night. Hell yeah. They say voice of the killer is the first one. You click on that car, you get Mew. Hi, you good? We cool? Oh hey, we got a table of contents over here. Contents are voice of the killer, hands of the killer, drool of the killer, eyes of the killer, flesh of the killer, blood of the killer, ears of the killer, heart of the killer, face of the killer, and bonus rooms. I wonder what the actual name for the Drinky Birds is, if there is one. There must be. Whatever company makes it has to have some kind of name for it. Oh, this looks amazing. Oh, that copier is just going off. How lovely. All right, chat, here we are. Life contracts. Life contracts. Watch out. Life contracts. Life contracts. Killer goes to space. All right, voice of the killer. Oh, I love the way this looks. The original drinking bird. How do I... Hey y'all, welcome to the new issue of my zine of strange occurrences. I'm sorry this has been a while. Please forgive me, I had to finish my exams. I've also been busy at work due to the events. I shall relate. I've been working the call center of the famous insurance company Life Contracts. Things have been extremely chaotic. Or should I... Am I supposed to be able to read all that? Oh crap, okay. So we're gonna have to do it like so. That's okay, I can put this here. I wonder if I could dynamically resize it. Oh, that's kind of freaky. Okay. I can work with this. I can work with this, chat. I've been working the call center of the famous insurance company Life Contracts. Things here have been extremely chaotic, or should I say agile and flexible. That's right, your correspondent has become a working girl, learning all kinds of exciting corporate lingo. I mean, how do we... Oh God, I can move. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can move. Oh, that's terrifying. The bus is gone. I'm tempted to bail, but won't get paid until I can make it through probation. I promised I'd have color pictures next issue. I am committed. I wonder who requested that background. Whoever could it have been? Company buildings next to the sea, which would be nice if it didn't smell like piss. Night and day, the waves make an awful sound like a vast mouth breathing. This is said to be the result of geology, the baleful science. It's amazing. All right, so we got an ocean of piss here. Fantastic. Very exciting. Forward, urgent, dear BB. I can't see you. Are you still real? Were you ever real? It's 3 a.m. and I'm alone in the office, but soon the day will start. And I will see you again soon. Your call target for today is 100. If you cannot hit it, I will need to have you escorted from my life. Sincerely, line manager Liney. Officially, my job is to cold call people from a list of potential customers, and some days nobody ever gives me the list. Where is the list? Who manufactures the list? I've been trying to figure it out, so I won't get fired. Inside is always busy and panicked feeling. Nobody wants to talk to me. Sign of a vibrant company culture. Everything smells like carpet. Behind the closed doors, I hear footsteps and chatter. Hello, strange hooded person. This is a hell of an art style. I guess everyone wears these sheets in the office as a confidentiality requirement. Mine hasn't arrived yet, although when I gave my HR my address, they promised they would visit me soon. I've worked at places like this. Okay, so that's my desk, so I definitely don't want to go there. This whole camera situation is really fascinating. Oh God, I fell off a thing. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, this camera situation is something else. In the break room, a shroud turns to face me. From beneath the sheet, I dimly sense lips moving, chattering against the fabric. I can't hear any words. I'm still not very good at work banter, so I just smile and nod as I try to find the coffee machine. Muffled cloth sounds. 2 inches of strangely viscous coffee ooze out of the machine. I think I'm getting a taste for it. Same news as always. The sound is off and the radio is playing Wham. Thousands of corpses found. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not sure if I hate the art style, but the camera sure does. Policemen roam the back corridors. I wear an intent expression and sip coffee to remain inconspicuous while I'm wandering around. Their motionless faces continue staring out to sea. Cop. Is that a dead person? The noise. Oh my God. We're there. Oh, that's so weird.
Knows the waves mixes with the background mirror of the call center. I see some things that could be seals move through the waves. I tried the door to the dialer room, but it won't open. Am I supposed to be able to get in there? Didn't they say I'd get a key in the mail? What's up, Shadows? How you doing? Complaints. The box of complaints seemed to absorb the sound around me. Okay. I feel like if I want things to progress, I need to go to my desk. So, I'm doing all right. Doing okay, except I can't. I can't go back, chat. There's no way out of complaint hell. Back here, older wallpapered passages from when the building used to belong to someone else. It feels like it's been forgotten about, but someone is still watering the plants, I guess. The door locks behind me. Uh-oh. Reminds me of that one horror game where you walk through a creepy ghost train. What was it called again? Creepy ghost train. I don't remember. Employees of the month. Lost boardroom. Proud to announce we will succeed in winning the call handling contract for all of the activities to last till Q3. Existing staff must be gradually familiarized with the new process in order to not cause alarm. Police will be on staff for all instances and have agreed to use our ice room for this purpose. I can't tell how recent these are. The attached charts are all indecipherable and look like they come from archaic 3D modeling software. Actions: more hand sanitizer. Access to the bay. Route will commence 4 a.m., 6 a.m. Watch out for something. I guess I know, oh god. I guess I can hang on to this until my real one arrives. There's a crude marker drawing of a key on the surface, but I can't see any name. I'll take it. Subway Midnight. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. On the way back, open one of the file cabinets, rubber band staples, documents about nothing I'm familiar with. There's still no one around. Try the card key on the door, but it won't unlock. Nobody's around to help, but the other end of the hallway, I think I hear a murmur. When I step inside, the lights are dimmed and murmuring grows louder, more excited. I feel they're talking about me and try to walk through faster. Oh, this is kind of fucked up. Oh no, I don't like it. Oh no, I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. Published by the Another Crab's Treasure devs is super cool. Oh fuck! Another Crab's Treasure was supposed to be really good, wasn't it? What the hell was that? Oh god, invisible wall. Sweet Jesus, where am I going? What am I doing? Is there a door? Is there a passage? Is there something? Anything? This is a super unique take on the Souls-like genre. It's another invisible wall. I believe death is certain, chat. Or not. Nobody followed me back here. Am I even supposed to be back here? Am I supposed to be doing this? Does any of this make sense? Is any of this real? Oh god, I think I'm okay. Are you sorry for the things you've done? Yes, deeply. When I escaped from the bag, I found myself in a crowded sub-office somewhere in the depths of the building. It's filled with policemen using it as a temporary lounge. Nobody's paying much attention to me. I guess it's catch and release for now. Okay. What was that? You can trust me on the cool policemen. Check out these yo-yo tricks. Did you ever hear of a band named Fugazi? You look like someone I once strangled in a dream. Does something smell like blood in here, or is it just me? Haha, ignore that. I'm quirky, but I get the job done. Alright, fuck that guy. In particular. Someone behind a desk is enjoying his own voice while pretending to talk to me. I carefully deflect all queries. Rule number 1 of making a zine is never to talk to the police. You're really just kind of a good policy for life in general. Now I don't recognize where I am at all. Is it another department of the call center? Other employees are walking slowly through a doorway at the end of the hall.
Dialer 2. The second dialer is next to the ocean again. Outside is darker than before. The low chatter of voices sounds just like the sea. Suddenly I feel relaxed, as though I'm where I need to be. You look like someone I once strangled in a dream is a hell of a thing to say. It is. It is chaos. I find dust not mine, but that waits for me. The call scripts are written out phonetically. After a while, I stop trying to work out what they really mean and lose myself in the rhythm of my own voice. Say I so C K me reseti may I. That night I had a dream that felt like waking from a dream. Clumps of hair were growing out of the sand. I tried pulling them up and found only more hair. My coworkers were calling me from further down the beach. Okay. Huh. In the distance, a large tongue moved forward. I thought it was a piece of tofu. I thought it was a towering mountain of tofu. A large tongue moved forward from the ocean and waved to us. We looked and waved back. Some people I knew were swimming out to meet it. Bodies moved across the shoreline and slipped into the water. They were slowly drawn farther out to sea as though following some magnetic pull. There was a sound of howling. I can actually go out here myself. Can I experience the tongue for myself? End of MS Evangelion. I mean, they haven't stopped me yet. I thought I was being absorbed into the tongue verse. Alright, well, that was eventful. This is a hell of an art style. This is quite a thing to behold. So, your boardroom levitates. Did you know that? This is the glass ceiling. You know, a website like this where the site was 3D and you walked around in it like a video game? Oh, there are stairs here. I was just approaching them from an angle which made them impossible to see. In a room above the waves, the management are getting ready to eat. There's a place for me. The food looks so enticing that I want to cry. The meat of the tongue is almost too pliant to cut through, but my knife is very sharp. I carve out a square and put it into my mouth. It's delicious, dripping with wet fat and juice. I chew and chew, but it never seems to diminish in my mouth. And when I wake up, my pillow is gone. My lips are chapped and sore. It's 3 a.m. I check my phone. I have a new message. Apparently the office burned down last night and will be closed indefinitely. They don't know whether anybody was inside. As I had not completed my basic training, I would not be eligible for severance pay. Press escape to close the report. Oh. All right. We have experienced voice of the killer, chat. Lingua, the taste that tastes you back. I almost ate my pillow once in a dream too, very marshmallow. Alright, so that was voice. Next one up is hands. They say later on BB will drop by. Is that so? I would like to meet BB. Ah, it's the painting. Ooh, that's kind of freaky. Oh, there's a hand. Everything must go. What the hell is that guy? Mono's the hands of the killer. Hands of the killer. Oh, this looks fucking weird. Bort Sampson selling broken TVs. Bort Sampson. Hands of the killer. Interesting so far, this feels like something I'm happy to experience via Oddish rather than playing myself. We do a lot of that on this channel. I wake up one night to a horrible scream outside my window. It sounds like the killer is at it again. The moon is high, but I'm feeling restless. The apartment block's protective shutters have gone down for the night. Maybe a walk around is what I need. BB's report, note on the strange masks. Recently, strange masks have begun appearing in the city. What's with these masks? Nobody wants to talk about them, in my opinion. Progress on my new zine remains slow as I keep falling asleep in the middle of the sentences. On the other hand, the effect is kind of funny. Is this what it means to be New Wave? We have a poster for Splatterman. Aside from night noises, part of the city has many amenities. The rooms here are cheap because of all the murders. Unfortunately, rent is due all the same. Alright, that's the zine report. Was I Night Clown? Oh, shit. BB, is that you? I think we're running low on merchandise for the online store. My sister Zizi is still hard at work. Her hours have become increasingly irregular since she started using the internet every day. She says it makes her smarter. But at what cost? Oh God! If you're already awake, could you run for some supplies? Using forbidden knowledge, ZZ discovered we could pay the rent by putting mysterious items up for sale online. I'm in charge of inventory, which means my job is grabbing them beforehand. All right, so we're looking for Bort doll. It is Bort! Mrs. Doubtfire VHS, 3 of those. Plastic thing, fake plant, rubber eyes, mask, and horrible lamp. Okay. But nobody seems to guard these things or pay attention when they're lost. Who's buying them? How do they have any value? I told you, that's just the economy. Nobody ever said it had to make sense. Just keep an eye out for any old Beanie Babies while you're out there. Well, this must be an exciting new sense of direction in life that can only come from via attaining a career. Oh, God. Haunted hands. In the bathroom, a mysterious phosphorescent glow comes from behind the mirror on the wall along with a scraping sound. I'd like to pull it off someday, but it would mean losing the deposit. The writing in this game is very good. I like it a lot. Okay, we got some boarded up doors. This is the shutter, right? Another reason for the cheap room is the antiquated security system far beneath today's superior anti-murderer technology. This elevator will be unusable till morning. The shutters are scored and pitted on both sides with knife marks. So apparently this is a civilization where there's just a killer or killers on the loose and just nobody does anything about it. Every week someone leaves one of these flyers in the hall. I often wonder what it is about this town that leads to such a weird advertising sensibility. So like much of America, in fact, you are correct. Who would you call, cops? Television is playing a foreign drama, but I can sort of work out what's meant to be happening. Yeah, same. One unconventional. Oh, we got unconventional, that's for sure. I kind of see where you're coming from, Shadows. Friendly reminder, owner's not liable for what happens in the tunnels. We have tunnels too? A soft vibration runs through the floor of the laundry room. None of the other residents are around at this hour, but all the washers are in use day and night. At all times, for all reasons. Through the window of the washer, I can see a kind of grayish, pulpy sludge churned indefinitely by the big spinners. I guess someone wants it very clean. It's not focused on utilitarian. There's a cupboard in the northwest corner sort of stuff. The artistic descriptions of everything is neat. It is. It is. I've never been able to find out who pulled off the tunnel cover to start with, although the joke is that the owners thought it would be cheaper than building a fire escape. The air from inside it is inviting and cool. There's also footsteps going up the wall. Oh god, no, I don't think I like this. The camera's like super zoomed in too. Vincent horror games, my favorite. Not my favorite. I climb out into some kind of storeroom, dead moths under my feet. The clothes here look to be around 20 years old, which is not enough, so I'll have to go deeper. Oh, masks. Which we don't have. We can't take, but I would like to take. I step away, we switch to FPS. In this one, at least, yeah. Climbing through the fence is done in first person. Like many cities, this one underwent many changes over the years. There was an industrial period, a retail period, a service period, etc. Until gradually the things it manufactured became too abstract and indecipherable to easily be summarized in any way. I still hope to find out what they are myself someday. Anyway, with each change in the economy, the building was adapted to a new shape. New rooms added or closed off, each layer draped piecemeal over the last to form new spaces where opportunity might live. Interesting. This art style reminds me of QT as well. Definitely a different vibe, but yeah, very similar art style. Every story in this is about the same person. It does seem, so far at least, I mean, we've only done 2 stories out of 9, but yeah, they always seem to center on BB here. Speaking of which, ZZ says the sweet spot for nostalgia material is 30 to 40 years old, or old enough to smell like death. I think the internet is accelerating our tendencies towards the gothic. Personally, I've always been more about true crime. I displaced some spiders and rummaged in the box. Result, 3 copies of Patch Adams on VHS, a jigsaw puzzle with a picture of a boat, miscellaneous plastic shit. I don't feel like carrying any of it back. The search goes on. Oh look, it's a horrifying glowing eyes night person. If you have a hottie like her in your IP, you might as well double down. Bort. When I pick up the Bort doll, a layer of greasy rubber skin comes off and sticks to my hands. The bulbous eyes roll crazily around. No good to sell, but maybe it could be scavenged for parts. I make a mental note. Another box, this one says stickies and shows a smiling woman being encased in green slime. It's being held tightly shut with electrical tape. Well, this all seems quite nice. Spoopy. Oh, cool. Handprints. Handprints with 4 fingers. So far tonight's pickings have been slim, so I keep moving and gradually find myself in a place I've never been before. The corridors are narrow, but still feel lived in somehow. The rooms get closer, the clutter more deliberate. That's an invisible wall. Flyers for a local bingo night have been left in the hall. A potted plant that's still alive. Old but well-used office supplies that don't have too much dust. I hear soft whispering behind the walls. There is a double space in this one between that and don't. Somebody should fix that. I think parts of this have been out for a while. It's just the full anthology that got released. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, it feels like this is like some primo like itch.io experimental design. But like this is the first time it's all been collected together. This came out on itch earlier in the year. It's an interesting cross-section of like creepy and cozy. This part feels like a waiting room, but there's no one else around. Fresh magazines have been left on the couches. Who are they expecting here exactly? Is your name Donald Duck? No. I've got it. In that case, you must be Mickey Mouse. No. If your name is not Mickey Mouse, then you must be Donald Duck. Please don't waste my time with insults to my intelligence. Anyway, come on inside. Oh, don't kidnap me. I'm not worth anything monetarily. What the fuck? What's this? Why, it's a My First Strangle Victim doll, circa 1971. In surprisingly good condition. I did believe we used up the last of them sometime before. I wonder where they found it. What? I'm not a doll? Really? You're dressed very similarly, though. Oh my god, they are. Help, don't strangle me. I'm a real person. Help, click bzz. A stupid coincidence. Oh, they were a wonderful toy. If you opened up the torso, they had little plastic innards. And if you stood on their throats, their eyes would really bulge. Sometimes I think that's what first put me on the path of pure research before administrative duties began to take up all my time. So I guess these are the killers? In truth, it makes little difference, as like everybody in the college, I lost the ability to distinguish people from dolls some time ago. I wonder why I'm talking to a toy. Old age. Soon I'll ask a member of staff to come in and carve off the skin or the coating or what have you, and we figure out what lies inside. The path of pure research is long. In the meantime, there are committee meetings. Goodbye, goodbye. That's what happened to the scientist from Lurking Horror. Wait, this is a college? College of what? Luckily, they seem to have a very abstract notion of how knots work, but I guess that's academia for you. I better vamoose. And a vamoosing we shall do. I tried to keep track of how far I was being carried, but I lost count around the 11th flight of stairs. The window of the town has a postcard aspect like the view from a penthouse. Has my fashion sense really been ripping off obscure and horrible doll line for all these years? There's nothing new under the sun? They look too mutilated to be worth anything, so I guess the terrible secret dies with them. I hear a drilling noise and breaking glass and everything smells like sawdust and wet paint. A feeling like a work in progress. Something tells me I should stay out of people's way. So I guess this is gonna be oh Jesus Christ. Rooms full of crude homemade machines made of junk that's creaking and shifting. I'm not sure how any of them are meant to work. Everything's just heaps of knives and balsa wood. Posters on the... Are you gonna be a problem? Fuck. Posters on the wall for... whack. Boy, it's been a while since I got my hands dirty with one of you things. Now let me think, is this a Phillips? Oh, we can escape from the room, okay. All right. Okay, so we're trying to escape from this place. Is that Griffith's mask from Berserk? I don't know if this is on purpose, but the camera takes a second to drag its way into a room that has a shit ton of tension to what the fuck is around the corner. It may very well be intentional, yeah. They really went all out on renovating the place. Beneath the wallpaper, outlines of sealed doorways can be seen. Decades of staff rotas peel off the walls as I move by. Saw history in the body of a murdered convict, while Asifali saw it in a decapitated king. Creating history is the duty of all murderers in the tools they hack. With we see the reflection of a new age is to come to perfect murder, we must create a new universe devoted exclusively towards that purpose. We must also consider the possibility that we live in it already. To imagine new societies, to call it into being, we must first prepare a list of bylaws. Pages and pages of hang on. Pages and pages of rambling text on moldering is discolored paper have been stuck up on the walls with what looks to be ketchup. The academic job market takes another toll. Photographs mark the inauguration of the college on the evening of the Great Vision. What is the point of portraits when everyone is wearing a mask? My goodness, what's this? Having survived the workshops of necessity, I now find myself stranded in the new world of the ascetic. Ha, such are the thoughts of the general public as they make their cautious entrance into history. Say murder manifesto? It would seem so. There we go. The central ideas of an age must be nurtured after all. Paint and wood are nesting materials by which they attain the heat to thrive. Why waste time kicking down the doors? The house of art has many windows. This appears to be a movie set. New Age will be theatrical, and thus we stand to learn from theater, an empty space menaced by an ominous facade. The fourth wall is the entrance to an alleyway, the length of which extends through all time. Think of the new buildings we'll need to have an alleyway like these. All right, I believe I'm being chased by a murderer at the moment. Metaphors of chopping, carving, embodying the sculpture to try to be of use. We find instead our purpose in art of brilliant monuments to kill people in the shadow of, classism. In our video lab, we can covertly influence the culture by filming our death fantasies and releasing them as commercial horror films. Our Bloody Night franchise has sold thousands of copies. Bloody Night, aren't those the shitty direct-to-video horror films that everybody watches and make fun of? Everybody what now? Why are these guys so fucking goofy looking, man? Okay, yeah, there's a murderer wandering around out here. That guy is cooking, too. It's a Joker's lap box sound from 90s Batman, right? I mean, they were actually toys. I remember you could buy like laugh boxes like that at like KB Toys and stuff. Sound sculpture masks the sound of distant screams, approaching steps. As such, I believe they'll be very popular. Of course, ultimately, such noises are the foundation of far greater symphony. But there is no shame in being midwife to a dream. That doesn't sound good. So that's where he got such wonderful toys. I can't go that way. Is that the way? Ah, crap, that's the way I came in. Yeah, you did say that the last time, didn't you, Shadows? That dude sounds really close. A calm study nestles in the middle of the horrible murder compound. Respectable leather-bound tomes line the walls. An aura of propriety seems to muffle all sound. I think my nose is bleeding. Copies of the owner's publications, including Introduction to the Western Canon, Advanced Studies in the Western Canon, Whatever Happened to the Western Canon, and the Western Canon Rocks Out, abridged edition for teens and study groups. A picture of the hooded man I met when I woke up, the prestigious Dr. Zhu wows attendance at an academic soiree with his all-embracing knowledge of the cultural world. The cultural world, you say? I wonder, is it sentimental I held on to all the aspects of my old career? But I always wanted to live inside a tomb. Talking doll, you've been wandering around the pieces of the world that was. Would you like to visit the world that is to come? Gah. The interest of homicide has always been symbolic. Real death has no consequence and in fact is rather kitsch. What matters is the new world we can glimpse in this idea. What is the utopia of murder? Oh, hello. So we're doing this, huh? Are we doing the murder thing? Sun and moon, nines, rose building clouds, still streets in the dark blue fields, trembling in horrible suspense that envelops all things, changing them completely while leaving them unchanged. The new world will need laws and art. We can teach them to be the hand that guides the knife, the hands of the killer. Did you know I saw him at once? It was a night like this. I knew my life would have to change. Oh, so these guys are not the killer. They're not responsible for like the central murders, but they're like a college of killers. The most beautiful feeling I know is being able to see history unfolding, seeing yourself at the crest of that wave. The new world emerges from the coffin of the old. I've seen the world spirit splitting open ahead. Where are you? My eyesight is quite bad these days. I haven't moved like this in quite a while. None of us tend to leave the campus. You know how it is. You think and think and the thickets grow denser. Still hear that flat droning voice behind me. The corridors seem quieter, more familiar. I could swear once I found a lost cache of troll dolls inside one of these rooms. Hopefully you don't need me to do that again. The door is locked, but more maintenance-y than others. The sticker on the door says unseal with hallway access panel. Am I near the location of the long-lost air conditioner controls? Excuse me, my interpretation is off. What I'm getting is we're a liberal arts university for murderers who sees the real killer as some sort of profit to base the world upon. Possibly? It feels a little too early to tell, but in indie games, all things are possible. There's a lever on this that's probably the thing that opens the door. I'm getting sick and tired of being chased by murderers all night, and I'm not going to look into this any further. Who's there? It's you! My goodness, the years have hardly altered you at all. Mr. Killer, I know you get this a lot, but I'm a huge fan of your work. I would truly like to see it get the critical attention it deserves. Have you ever considered co-authoring a paper? Oh, well, that's, horrible. That's, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't want to be doing this. Oh, God, I super fucking do not want to be doing this. I hate it so much. We are leaving, chat. We are vacating this place. BB's report, epilogue. After finding my way inside the vent, I was able to get back to the apartment without any further incident, although all night long strange noises echoed through the pipes. The next morning, we totaled up the day's haul. Result, assorted pogs and a pamphlet that must have been placed in my pocket somehow. I thought the pamphlet might have been worth something, but Zizi says there are copies lying around inside the bus station for free. Night School Prospectus. A frightening world, an interesting world to be in, variety of classes. All right. This has been Hands of the Killer, chat. Are the screams active? I think they should be. Did I... Hang on. Definitely more terrifying than voice. Let me see here. Boo is not a terror command. It's exclamation point scare. There you go. Green is not creative color. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. What do you call a deer with no eyes or legs? Still no idea. What do you call a deer with no eyes or genitals or legs? Still no fucking. Hooray! Huzzah! Okay, so hands was this way. What's next on the agenda? Drool of the Killer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bonus tunnels enter at own risk. Yeah, I don't think so. Interesting. Drool of the Killer. Huh, okay. I'll take your word for it. What's BB got herself up to this time? Oh, Tammy. Oh, Tammy. BB's report, in certain locations of the city there's a bus service that nobody seems to use. I see this bus go by sometimes when I'm waiting at my stop to head into town. The name on the front of the bus just says Tammy. Setting out to solve the mystery, I bravely tracked the bus to where it's residing, in a little side street just off the main terminal. Nobody in the building had ever heard of Tammy. Oh, I guess we're not going that way. Okay. There is a building that says, "We sell knives." The bus stop itself looks pretty much like any other, except the schedule on the board seems to refer to a completely different service. These things happen. The driver is staring fixedly ahead. One, please. It turns out the ticket is not too pricey, which is good news if I ever want to go on this trip again. Where is Tammy anyway? Is it somewhere close? Pretty soon, we're on our way. The bus passes through streets I know, but always at odd intersections, just around the corner from busier bus stops, as though hoping someone will get on without realizing. The motion of the bus is soothing, and it never seems to reach a destination. After a while, the view from the windows blurs out of familiarity. Factories, suburban lanes, train yards, vacant lots. I wake up with a jolt when the engine turns off, the feeling that I've finally arrived. It's Tammy! When I got off the bus, it's already evening. I've been left at the door of a lit-up old factory. Plastic tubes sprout out of the building like some kind of weird fungus. The sign above that says that I am at Tammy. Boy, I hope that bus service comes back. Hope it's not one way. Tammy, swimming center, health and pleasure. I died in 1992. Tammy. Some kind of water park. How nice. I wonder why I hadn't heard of it before. There's something off about the tone of the ad copy, but I never claimed to understand the marketing world. It is pools.
The lights are on and I hear noises from inside. This late? Well, I guess gyms sometimes open all night as well, so really there's nothing at all unusual about it. Yes. Yes, I agree. I have concerns about the receptionist. Inside, it's quite spruce. And there's a vague chemical smell. Nameless music fills the air along with the sound of distant splashing. I feel more at home here than I've ever felt anywhere, I think. The man behind the counter is dressed like a copyrighted cartoon mascot, but I'm no snitch. And anyway, it's all for the kids. I decided to buy a season pass. It is extremely cheap, even without the family discount. I had no plans to swim today. Suddenly the idea seems very charming. Why not? Live a while. The Tammy gift shop carries an array of affordable swimwear. I find my size and continue through the sweating chambers. This is Ronald Doc. Aw, look at her. A beautiful shimmering pattern of damp shines on the slick wet tiles all around. Something sprays me, but I don't mind, as fresh towels will be provided later by the management. My emotional needs met, I may now enter the sea. Instead, all the lockers are casual and business wear, discarded pairs of glasses, wallets, and phones, documentation about some kind of furniture company. We're encouraged to help ourselves, a gift by which we remember Tammy. I think that is Tammy back there. I think we should go investigate. This looks relaxing. Oh no, I fell in the water. Hold, please. Tammy cares for health and wellness. Do not run around the pool or she will climb out and kill you with her long, wet hands. Obey parents. Wow. In the area of laissez-faire, someone still cares about little guys. Stirring stuff from Tammy. She looks like she's fighting. Within the pool, it is a family atmosphere, smiling, wrinkled faces emerging from the brine. Everyone's swimming in time to the rhythm of the piped-in music, and I feel my body getting caught in it too. The water's heat is exactly right. Tammy just faded through the floor. In the calm evenings of ponds and lilies, Tammy reflects on the chrysanthemum's soft glow to help, I'm drowning, do your homework. My eyes tear up at the beauty of this perfect poem and also from something in the chemical fog. You ever tell your kids to obey parents? Oh, of course. It is the main prerogative, after all. Oh God. Oh boy, I'm in the steam room now. How did I get here? What time is it? Insignificant questions such as these melt away. In the punishing beauty of the warm scouring fog, I see dim figures moving in the depths. I feel like maybe I don't want to touch the dim figures. Oh God, now I'm in the pipe room and I'm being hunted. The others say that is the quickest. I should try leading it away. I wonder what they mean. I feel like I understood it, but then it slipped my mind somehow. Alright, this is getting weird. I mean, as if it hasn't already been weird. Of course, one of the problems with the pipes is once you're inside one, there's really nothing else you can do but keep going.
Backrooms anime. This time, yes, the hunger was making me dizzy, so I climbed up to the 4th floor in hopes of finding a vending machine hadn't already been picked clean. Maybe I'll also find a locker to sleep in. This motherfucker I have deep concerns about. The plaster walls here crumble in the constant wet heat. A strange lichen is growing from the brick underneath, almost resembling murals from a way away. I try my luck, but unfortunately the lichen is not edible. Unsettling goose game. For some reason, I feel like I better not open this door. From behind it, I hear a continuous soft quacking. You know what, chat? I spurn such advice. No! I begin to get nauseous at this distance from the pool, but it feels like my head is clearing up as well. What am I doing here? How long have I been living in the water park? Also, where did I leave my clothes? It's interesting that most of the time so far, getting caught in story progression instead of a failure state. It is interesting, isn't it? Like, I'm honestly not sure if I missed stuff by avoiding the monsters and such in the first one. Carpet underfoot is squishy, but the zone doesn't seem to have been hit as hard by the slow process of tamification. Some printer paper on the floor is headed J.B. Pearson Furniture Co. It's dated last year. In 1992, a shadowy figure held Tammy's head beneath the still surface of a lake. Ever since then, she has been committed to excellence. That looks like Bird Guy. That definitely looks like Bird Guy. Many historic buildings have become home to Tammy, whether they wanted to or not. Above all things, she loves the water. In Death, Tammy is granted a vision of the new economy. Political scientists refer to this as Economy 2. Water parks play a large and mysterious role in the world that is to come. How do you like my paintings? Aren't you happy to be here with Tammy? Gah. Phew, what a crazy dream. All those streets not covered in water. How surreal. Well, time for another day of swimming around the city and eating raw fish. Hello, Tammy. Television is showing a community theater production of The Rat Whisperers. Wait, I think I've seen this one before. ZZ doesn't seem to be here. Oh no, help, I don't want to go to Tammy. I don't want to go to Tammy. The sauna in the mist feels more choking than before. Heavier, wetter, dark pools of grease solidify on the reflecting walls and puddle on the tiles. I touch one of the mist people, my hand grips running jelly, slipping and dribbling away from the bone. Huge eyes regard me and then turn away back towards the dense patterns of the fog. I finally reach the pool again. The water's dark and glistens like wet tar. I want to climb in and swim in the pool. What is this place doing to my brain? Is this swimboification? The water has a horrible gel feeling and I love it. I can't sense the bottom or see beneath the surface. Something underneath brushes past my leg. I love it here. I never want to leave. Oh God, it's Tammy! Swimboification. Is this the way out? I'm in a net of tunnels wending deep into the dark. I feel Tammy's clammy grip up on my ankles and hear a wet voice croaking in my ear. The current pulls me onward. Oh, that's Tammy. Tammy, why must it be this way? Oh god, that was also Tammy. Oh god. Could use a wending. In the middle of the pipes, I see a piece of the old office leaning down beneath the water. The metal walls behind me contract and move closer. When in Rome, I hold my breath. Oh dear. Where have I arrived to? Through this last door, I find a closet filled with cleaning supplies and dusty bottles of chlorine. None of it looks to have been touched for years. Behind me, water pools beneath the door. You like help self. I grew changed past need for these some time ago while he spoiled my lovely mold organics best. Wait, what? You mean that all this time is swimming in an unchlorinated swimming pool? Oh my god. Ouch! I could get a brain disease. I could have gotten chlamydia. Fuck you and your haunted swimming pool. Oops. Tammy, you're still around. I better get going now. Don't get up. I can see myself out so long. What's that rushing sound? Jesus Christ. My escape from the clutches of Tammy successful. Nothing else remained but to make the long walk back into town. Since then, everything's been normal with just one odd exception. The bus that went to Tammy now passes by my house. Oh my god, chat. Drool of the killer, indeed. Oh my god, that was amazing. All right, chat. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I need a quick pick me up because my fatigue is catching up to me, and I don't want to end early because I am enjoying this. I also have pink eye. Thanks, Tabby. Maybe video games are good. Maybe they are. All right, I'll be right back. Y'all sit tight. Hang in there. Dream of whatever is to come and the final fate of Tammy. All right, I am back. That's silly. It is a very silly place and a silly thing that we are doing tonight. Okay. I need some sugar. I've been trying to avoid like snacking or eating anything late at night. I used to be like a big old night owl. I used to love like staying up super late, having snacks like after midnight and stuff, but I can't really do that anymore. I'm trying to morph myself into a morning person, if you can believe it. Try to get up around 6 or 6:30 every day so that I have plenty of time to prepare and face the day. It helps a lot now that I have to take care of the girls and everything in the morning. But it does make these evening streams a bit more challenging. Okay, that's bonus tunnel. We're not doing bonus tunnel. Well, hello there, friends. You can't fool me, this bear is just special effects. Do we really just get the one drink ticket? Now playing Melmo the Wanderer. What the hell am I looking at here? Cats. Are we doing, is Eyes next? Fuck, I probably should have written down like how all this, the order of these. It seems like there's a logical progression to it as you wind your way through here, but I want to check and make sure. Eyes is next. Eyes. So we've done voice, hands, drool, eyes, flesh, blood, ears, heart, face. I already forgot that. It already just fell right out of my fucking brain. Eyes, flesh, blood. Let's see if we can remember that. Eyes, flesh, blood. I get the feeling that flesh is going to be a little. Orders on the Steam page. I'll keep it open. Okay, cool. Thank you. Like again, it seems like it's mostly logical. Like you have to walk a ways past each one to get to the next one. Eyes of the Killer. Looks like this one's gonna be theater centered. One night in autumn, I woke up to find 3 people knocking on my apartment door. They smiled and said they'd come to let me know my big opportunity was close at hand. I said nothing, having expected this for some time. I knew it was my turn to volunteer for the immersive theater. Eyes of the Killer. Oh, this one, okay. This one starts first person. Right away, way moodier than the last couple. Now playing Melmo the Wanderer, gripping drama and 1,441 acts, funded by the Art Appreciators Club. Sir or Madam, greetings. We've been waiting for you for some time. Please head up the stairs. The theater is already in progress. Anything back here? Nope. Just press my face into a corner. Ugh. Oh my. Dialogue of strongmen. All is well that begins well and ends.
Dialogue of Strongmen. There will be no end. We are striking the universe. We are arming the world against ourselves. We are organizing a slaughter of scaremen. Dialogue of Strongmen. Oh, how much blood, how many sabers and cannon bodies. We are toppling mountains. Scene 46, an episode in the court of Count Masco. I guess that would be you, huh? Mr. Sun, I was wrong. It's Mr. Sun. The fish rises with a red body in the green pond. Under the arch of heaven, the fisherman travels smoothly in his blue skiff. Red, green, blue, huh? Mr. Moon, it is a stubble field where a black rain is falling. It is a brown tree that stands alone as a hissing wind that encircles empty houses. Potsy, the mop girl. Oh, blimey, nuz a rum howdy you do? Okay. Alright. Count Masco, what the heck? Who invited the sun and moon to my party? They're killing the vibe. They're freaking out all the guests. News surf. The towns go quiet but one by one. Where's everybody gone? A dark shadow can be glimpsed moving from door to door. I think we have a very special visitor. Uh-oh. Look, Potsy the mop girl's been horribly murdered. Boy, what a party. How am I meant to party with their constant spinning back and forth? It bugs me. How undignified. But how can I make them leave? Maybe it's time to ask a favor from an old friend. Suspicious. Yeah, that's the way I came out, right? Yes, it is. Earning the ire of his father, Prince Fabrizio, who does not realize is also Beatrice in disguise. Meanwhile, the war to the east continues and the peasants are all dying in the fields. And Count Masco's dinner party has received a most unwelcome pair of guests. A pair, you say? Ah, yes. You were murdered. There was another hallway down here that I didn't try. Refreshments? I would love to be refreshed. Querulous voice. Wouldn't be so bad if I could at least follow the plot. Who would murder a character named Potsy the Mop Girl? I mean, doesn't she have enough problems? Don't ask me. The stage manager says that none of the actors should know more than their characters do in order to make things more immersive. What does immersive mean, anyway? I think it's when they hold your head beneath the water. Actually, for our purposes, immersive means an extra $200,000 in art subsidies each year. Hey, boss. Great show tonight, huh? Girls, what do I say? If you have time to lean, you have time to develop an enriching set of psychological motivations based on your character's backstories. I'll let you return to it. Not enough to say the lines. You have to have motivation as well. I'm sick of this. One more show and I'm out of here. Potsy knows what she did. Are we Potsy? It seemed like BB was dressed up like Potsy. Bear. Sometimes there's simply a bear. Oops. I seem to be in a loop. Am I getting PT'd, chat? Oh, I don't want to turn around.
Bears! Not the bears! We still feel safe with the bear? We absolutely do not! This play is so stupid it's making me obsessed. Who is it that ends up killing my character? I shouldn't care, but now I really want to know. Possibly the Mop Girl official dialogue lines do not steal. Scene 427, line 8. Yep. Scene 462, line 1, death gurgles. Character notes, Potsy is a simple serving maid who loves to mop. She is a bit cheeky, but has a heart of gold. Later, she will be violently murdered for plot reasons. ZZ, can you cover him for me in the next act? I'm stepping out a few minutes to uncover the mystery of my impending doom. Gee, BB, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm ready to handle all the complex emotional dichotomies that make up the role of Potsy the Mop Girl. Let's hold the mop and say the lines. God damn it. She'll get over it. Boy, I barely had a chance to look around this place at all. There was a school trip here once when we were kids, but all I remember is the dust from the curtains gave me hives. Well, there's a person with a giant eyeball. Not very talkative. Sir, I'm sorry, I thought this was a bathroom. These method actors are so touchy. I wonder if I should be concerned about that. There's a spectrum from a civic theater, pieces of history all around the walls. Actually, I've never seen any of these plays, but presumably someone did. They seem to have been very well received. Caesar, Caesar, we who are dead salute you. Caesar, Caesar, we who are dead salute you. Dance group is where director Basso keeps threatening to put me if I miss my lines, a fate worse than death. Although actually now I look at them, these costumes are really very chic. Bear never ends. If I can catch up and mix with the next audience group, I hopefully won't miss too much of the unintelligible symbolist plot. Maybe the guy who plays Count Masco can fill me in. How much money is tied up in this thing anyway? Sets, costumes, carpenters, scriptwriters, electricians, and perpetual reserve. I never knew so many rich people felt so strongly about art. I mean, they do when they can dictate it, I think. The next scene is happening below me now. I can't make out what they're saying, but it doesn't look like anyone's on trial for Mop Girl related homicide just yet. This is the producer's scam, right? Unseen voice, look, here comes our old friend Mappy. Hiya, kids. Hiya, hiya. Boy, what a wonderful place. You've really done it up since the last time I was here. Mappy seems a little... Baleful spirit, I conjure and command thee. How can I stop the sun and moon from ruining my dinner party? Ah, you disappoint me. I thought it was a social call. Surely your own powers are proportionate to such a deed. Or have you forgotten just how it was you built this house? With courage and skill, you captured the elemental prison man and set him to construct you a mighty estate. That's great stuff and I respect it. What's the point in having force if you don't use it? Group 12 finished with Act 331 now over. Roger, roger. Tell the progress mimes to move them forward into the next location, start getting the next batch ready to come through. How many people were in the last group to start with anyway? It seemed like the volume is substantially reduced. Don't sweat the little stuff. They'll turn up somewhere over. Bears, man. Are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, of course, once Prison Man is restored to his old power, in order to deal with your opponents, your own intrinsic natural authority will keep it all under your control. I am pretty impressive. Let me see, it's been a while. Wait, time out. Was that meant to happen? Oh, Jesus. These special effects are getting very intense. What happened to the days of two guys playing opposite ends of the same horse? Also, where'd everybody go? The trapdoor is the only other way out, although it seems like it'll be tight squeeze. It swings open easily. The pit below is black as night. I reach around with my legs until I find the ladder down, try not to imagine how it feels to fall 40 feet straight down in the dark. The things I do for closure. Ha ha ha. Let's go a little bit and then climb back up. Potsy's death may have to go unavenged after all. Sorry, babe. They can't all be winners. Look at the black tar is slowly trickling down the walls and across the floor. Am I beneath one of the prop workshops right now? Should I have brought a hat? Page of the script has been pinned to the wall. It looks like it'd be a different version, though. Our look is dark, our light inside us. We are warned by the dead utter of the red dawn. This is a big heartwarming musical number of the show, much like Tomorrow is in Annie. The dancers should be sure to sell their enthusiasm for the death of the sun as much as possible. In theater lingo, this is known as a spooky puppet room. Their blank and staring faces are slowly being covered by the tar. It's not great. This is why storage is important. Oh boy, unsorted props. Let's see here. Rubber head, plastic knife, Dracula fangs, leather gloves. They look pretty new. They've been used yet, or is that still to come? What's in here? Ah! Fucking costumes. Wait. Oh god. I think we were just spared death. I don't think he saw me. Well, you know it is. These big actors, you want to get in their way, but I wonder what he was going, where he was going to. I can no longer tell where I am in relation to the theater, but I think I hear singing. Did the play move down here after all? Shouldn't I pass the concession stand by now? I don't like this place. Oh my god! And that guy just whooped right through the wall. He's prison man, this is BB from the props department. Don't make me here to fix the cages. Concrete house, you say it sounds to be above my pay grade. I'll talk to my line manager about this one. Yes, right here is your problem. Someone's been painting eyes and teeth all over the prison walls. I better call it an HQ. Please don't worry, it will not impact your deposit. Count Masco? Who are you? Get me out of here, you idiot. They're changing the script. What? Speaking of the script. No, no, please. Ah! The cage is made of balsa wood. You can walk through it. Is nobody in the show capable of breaking character for even a second? This is what I get for trying to understand theater. Never again. For now, I'll only play video games. And what is behind all these curtains anyway? We're underground. Plush seating and bags of popcorn. The popcorn is still warm. Wait, were people watching me from here? Annoyed, I eat some popcorn as emotional recompense. I can't believe I got drafted into this shit for a whole month. What about my needs? I was supposed to be writing a zine about haunted mannequins or something by now. Thought I was going somewhere with that, but apparently I'm not. I agree with this. Some of the worst bear costumes I've ever seen. Where's the exit anyway? Maybe that guy knows. Oh, these camera angles are killing me. They're getting bolder and bolder with them. Could have sworn I saw him go, oh God. Hello. Oh, it's the guy from much earlier. Oh wait, it's the police guy. Oh Jesus, there's a lot going on here. It's all kind of fucked. Nah. Shh, calm down, calm down. It's okay. We can explain. It's all okay. Shh, let us explain. Okay, explain already. Well, we're the police and we're chopping people apart with all these power tools. That doesn't help. Shh, it's okay. Listen, I hear you. I know this must all seem very scary and strange. I feel your pain. In fact, I agree with you. You shouldn't have to see this. What a world. But don't get stressed. They'll never find you, so it won't be like you died exactly. You'll just have disappeared, which is the best that anyone can hope for in this life. Oops, one of the sandbags slipped. My bad. Haha, everyone okay? Boss, she's escaping in the tumult. Okay, let's follow her, but nobody gets stressed about this. It's important to have a healthy work-life balance. Let's all do our motivational group chant first. Oh God, cut, tear, red, kill. Stop, you dope, that's just a sandbag. The old switcheroo. All right, let's try this again. Help, the guys in bear costumes are trying to murder me. Must be the audience participation of the show. Just stand there, you idiots, help me escape or something. A bold critique on the complacency of the audience, the spectator. How powerful, how stirring. Get chopped into pieces, it'll be your fault. Truly, we're all complicit in brutality, makes you think. It says art can't have a message, glug, glug, glug. I don't know if this is the way I'm supposed to go, but it's the way I did go. Director Bosso, I found a health and safety issue you really might want to address. Second, we can change BB right from the party scene. I've been meaning to grab you for a quick chat myself. Do you know we have some acquaintances in common? They used to live near your apartment complex. They did? Oh yes, they wore long robes and hoods and were mysteriously murdered when someone turned off the building security system. About that, you know, it was pretty dark in there, and I thought this must be the light switch, and... No, don't grovel, you did us a favor there. Frankly, we've been meaning to clean shop for quite a while. The risk of franchising is that sometimes it dilutes the message. Besides, the CCTV footage from that night made a tidy profit when it was released as the next installment to our Bloody Night series of video-on-demand horror films. Critics have favorably compared it to Evil Bong 2. I don't even get residuals? Oh, nobody watches these things for the cast. What matters is the directorial vision. This doesn't explain anything. Isn't the immersive theater just a front for the police? You know, it's more the other way around. The police are part of the immersive theater, as are the audience, as are you. My patrons have simple tastes like prisons, mirrors, violent death. Their generous funding keeps the play growing into room after room, street after street. Why not? They already own the city. Now they get to look at it as well, peeking from behind the curtains. Say hello to the Art Appreciators Club. Oh boy. Oh, this is a neat one. The sun has hidden, darkness has begun. Let us all take knives and wait locked up. Seem to be stuck. A holiday should be established, a day of the victory over the sun. Listen to the mort of life, the horns of death ringing in the woods. Sleep to waken with the sun, mirror of the black earth, Caesar. The universe being a prison, it is my duty to build smaller prisons and hope that doing so will grant me insight of the sacred geometry of heaven. To rule each prison, there must be a warden whose secrecy, caprice, and limitless capacity for violence act as an image of the face to be studied and interpreted by those interred by his baleful rule. Caesar, Caesar, we who are dead salute you. Caesar, Caesar, we who are dead salute you. Set of horror stories called The King in Yellow that inspired Lovecraft regularly reference a non-existent play and a spooky character called The Mask. Or blimey, now this is a rum, how do you do? Well, BB, what'd you think of the play? Parts I understood, I didn't like. Can I go now? Of course, boy, I nearly forgot. Your paycheck is ready as well. What, $20? Welcome to the arts economy. With that, my time in the immersive theater came to a close. Oh my god. Okay. No mask? No mask. All right, chat. I have tried valiantly, but I am dying over here. Here's the thing. I am really exhausted. I am very tired. I was tired yesterday, but detention had so much sauce. It had so much to it that I was compelled to push through it. This is really interesting, but it's also deeply weird and like borderline inscrutable. EP of the Killer, yeah. Snooze of the Killer. And it's a lot of reading. Yes, it's a shitload of reading. So this has its moments. Drool of the Killer was fantastic. Like, I loved that. It was really, really fun. This last one was just weird. It was just really, really weird. And I also think that something like this is probably best not shotgunned. Like, you're probably gonna have the best experience if you don't just like slam out this entire game at once, but do like one sequence at a day or two. King and Yellow references were very on point, at least. Yeah. If there is meaning to be plumbed from this, and I feel like there is, I feel like there is commentary here on, well, I mean, like companies and corporate systems, the arts, public utilities. I feel like there's a lot of commentary going on that is a bit obscured by just how fucking weird everything is, which is not a bad thing, but again, like, I don't think it's a good thing for me right now, because I'm kind of dead on my feet, and yeah, I'm not sure you really should. I'm not sure this is best experience just like slam jamming through the whole thing at once. So I'm gonna call it early tonight, and I'm going to crawl directly into bed. If I recall, these were released one section at a time for free on Itch or Game Jolt, and the compilation came out after the last one. People following it early did actually take it slowly. Yeah. It's a zine, huh? That's how these things go. Was the game this person made before? I believe this is the same developer as Space Funeral, isn't it? Which we streamed not that long ago and was really, really good. So Res, maybe we come back to one or two of these later in Spooktober if we need to fill time. That's a good point. That's a good point. If I have evenings where I am rested and I actually finish stuff early, we could throw in another one of these or something. We're gonna see his change in stream time. No, I cannot stream any earlier. I have family. I do stuff with my kids. We have dinner. I help them with their homework. I get them ready for bed and everything. So this is when I stream. I'm just gonna have to manage as best I can. It might be difficult while my wife is gone and I'm so busy. But we will carry on. It's gonna depend a bit on what we play and how much sleep I get and lots of other factors too. So I'm just rambling at this point. I think tell them obey parents for us. Will do. Don't you worry about that. So tomorrow night we're gonna take a look at the Dream Machine. Tomorrow night's very important. I am going to be looking for feedback from y'all on whether or not we should do a full playthrough of the Dream Machine. If we do, that will be our what occupies us next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because I do believe it'll be a 4-night game. Otherwise, I am going to fill next week with my own selections. So all kind of depends on how much you trust me in my predilections, doesn't it? On Thursday, we're back to the Power Hours, and also again on Saturday. And then on Friday, we're doing a double feature with Chilla Arts, The Closing Shift, and Voices of the Void. If you feel like a game isn't working, feel free to bail. Yeah, don't worry about that. I think, like, I really like this one. I think it's really cool, and I do enjoy going through it, but it's, yeah, it's not a great fit for streaming because it's so much, each segment is so much to comprehend. I'll be looking for every opportunity to use the word swimboification. I don't think I should get my hopes up on that count. Probably not, yeah. Probably not, so. Get a phone call, Rose, ask my question. No, the schedule is not changing. There's no other time that I can stream, except like later. I have my family to look after, and you know, we have dinner, I help with homework, get them ready for bed and all that, so. I will make do. I will steal away as much sleep as I can and come to these as rested as possible. But yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, chat, I'm gonna go find somebody to raid. I'm gonna see who's up, and then I am just gonna crash. I am gonna go splat. I believe tonight I will send y'all over to Voyix. Voyix is doing Diplomacy is Not an Option, which looks cool to me. Even though I can't really stay up to watch it, maybe you'll find it cool as well. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for picking Anthology the Killer. This is one of those games that it's something I'm interested in. It's something that I like experiencing and I'm fascinated by, but this one in particular, I might not have actually thought to go out and get myself, so I am glad y'all picked it. And for all I know, we may take another look at it later on in the month if we have a little bit of free time, or not, who knows. But anyway, thanks again for coming out. Apologies for ending early, but I need my beauty rest, as you can see. Hopefully I will see you out tomorrow night for the Dream Machine, but until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.
First fish ran out. Time to panic.